Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Daredevil issue number 24. Between battling it out in the courtroom and battling it out on the streets, what will kill Matt Murdock first? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, we see the fate of Matt Murdock's last court case. As you'll remember, he's trying a radical new strategy to try and combat crime in New York City, mainly allow heroes to stand trial and give evidence. Now, at a state court level, it came close, but ultimately he failed, due in no small part that the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, was desperately trying to kill the new initiative by hiring Legal, an incredibly creepy and off-putting individual who used to work for Tony Stark's company until She-Hulk defeated him. Legal is ready to leave now that his work is done, but it seems that he doesn't quite understand what sort of man Wilson Fisk the Kingpin is, and that's when you're in all the way for life. And hilariously, it seems like the Kingpin equally doesn't know who he's dealing with in Legal. He's actually quite put off by his strange otherworldly nature, saying that the law is neither good nor evil, it is an instrument to be played, and that he and Matt Murdock are virtuosos. Now, even though Matt's new initiative hit a bit of a snag, he's not ready to stop just yet. He's ready to take this thing to the highest court in the land, but that's going to be one hell of a case. One that he knows full well he's not going to be able to tackle on his lonesome, and because he unfortunately doesn't have many friends left at all anymore, he decides to look up an old face, and that would be Foggy Nelson, who, hey, wouldn't you know it, he's drinking at the exact same bar from the Daredevil Netflix show. Foggy is none too happy to see Matt. They left on not great terms. He talks about how much better his life has gotten now that he doesn't have Daredevil in it, now that villains aren't taking pot shots at him, and now that he doesn't have all the stress that comes with a friendship with Matt Murdock. Matt tries to appeal to his old friend about all the good times they had, all the cases they won, how they could make a real impact in New York City if only they could work together, and that he's matured a bit in the time apart from his friend. That he truly realizes that Daredevil's greatest villain is not the Kingpin, not the Hand, not anyone, it's only himself. And hey, speaking of villains, it's at this time too Tombstone shows up once again to try and kill Matt. He's smart enough this time to actually bring some goons along. Once again, Matt needs to save himself, protect the bar full of people, and also protect his secret identity as Daredevil, thankfully creating a small fire and using the smoke and pool cubes to his advantage serves him quite well. With the day saved and the bad guy properly vanquished, it's time again for Matt Murdock to turn on that trademark charm to tell his friend how sorry he is, how he can't go it alone, and how he promises this time things will be different. And oh, Foggy just can't help but take this man back into his life, can't he? Especially when there's not a potentially history-making legal battle to be fought. So that's Daredevil number 24, everybody, and while it continues one of the more interesting Daredevil stories in recent memory, what with Matt having to battle both gangland threats but also battle it out just as hard in the courtroom, even going to higher and higher courts, having to deal with new rules and harsher stipulations. This issue unfortunately ends up dropping the ball in the art department, and that is that it's a huge step down from the two previous issues. A shame too, as I was hoping the big reunion between Matt and Foggy would, you know, get the A-team on art, especially as Charles Soules has done a pretty good job keeping them apart since the very beginning of his new run. You swear Foggy and Matt probably break up more than any couple in the Marvel universe, and they always end up getting back together before, I'm sure, breaking up again only a couple years from now. But hey, who doesn't love a reunion? I know I do. Overall, I would end up giving this one a 6.5 out of 10. I would have gone a little higher, but I gotta ding it quite a few points for this art. So that's Daredevil, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of these other videos I've worked on. Then you can follow me on social media at Cape Joel. And hey, if you love the Cape Joel channel, why not get a shirt? We have a TeePublic store for the first time, and we got some killer new designs. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again.